Hello, one Sabbath I was preaching about Adventist mission at Sarang Church, where I used to serve. An 82-year-old woman named Mrs. Che came to see me on Sabbath after she heard my message during the Friday evening meeting and said to me, "Pastor, I am so poor that even though I am in my 82nd year, I still clean the church to help support myself financially. I wanted to serve in the Philippines as a missionary, but I was discouraged from doing so because I was told I was too old. But your message last night reawakened my missionary spirit. I want to be a sending missionary that supports other missionaries financially instead. I have collected 307,220 Korean won so far, 107,220 by selling vegetables from my garden, and 200,000 Korean won from cleaning the church. I would like to donate this money, which is like my life savings, to help send steps to Christ and thoughts from the Mount of Blessings to the Philippines. By doing this, I finally can realize my dream of becoming a missionary, which was my life dream." Elder Kim Byung-sung from the Suyu Church, who is 84 years old, came to see me with 10 million won. He said this to me, "I have only a very limited time left. I was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. I worked as a stone cutter for 40 years, and I inhaled too much stone dust. I tried all my life to live a healthy life, but now I realize that we all die even after eating good food and exercising well. It has been appointed for men to die, and I am not afraid of death because of the resurrection. But I regret one thing, that I didn't lead anyone to Christ during my life. I want my money to be used to save thousands of souls. I don't want my regretful life repeated, but I hope I can do something meaningful before my time comes." Pastor Key from a certain country in the Middle East sent me a letter requesting about 200 million won, which is $200,000, for building their mission center and to cover the cost of printing Spirit of Prophecy books. He explained to me about how their mission requires putting their life on the line as follows. "Pastor, a sister who accepted our truth and joined our church recently was attacked by her own brothers who tried to carry out an honor killing. Both her hands were chopped off, and she was abandoned on the street. Another brother was beaten, stabbed 15 times, and abandoned by his neighbors for becoming a Christian. However, these brave souls accepted the message of our church and are still trying to evangelize others at the risk of their lives. Please support us by sending the funds necessary to help build a mission center and defray the cost of printing publications." I got another phone call in which the caller said, "Pastor, I would like to send 10,000 won, $10 each month. Is that okay? I know it is only a little." Deaconess O in Suk wanted to donate 10,000 won from her small monthly pension, which was only about 230,000 won per month. She felt a little embarrassed that the amount was so small, but she wanted to donate that much every month. When Elder John Young-soo and Park Chan-soo heard Mrs. O's story, they decided to give 100,000 won each per month. They said, "We don't have stable incomes, but from our efforts to sell cotton candy on the streets, we will give 100,000 won every month." Love begets love. These stories are so precious that I couldn't just keep them to myself. I printed them in book form as a 4-volume series of testimonials titled "Live to Give, Finding Happiness Through Giving." And the second one, "Grace Received, Grace Shared." The third volume, "Love Beheld, Sweet Dedication." And the fourth volume, "Meeting the Stars on the Path of Faith." We printed 3,000 copies of each volume, and 1/3 of them were given out to pastors, another third to church libraries, and the rest I have given out following my presentations in different churches. One person donated 20 million won after reading the book that he had checked out from his church library. Miracles keep happening. An anonymous donor gave 300 million won. After reading the article on the website, he sold his house and gave all the proceeds to God's mission. He spoke to me on the phone about it and said, I didn't want my wealth to be wasted. I want it to be used in mission because it's not mine. I want to give all to the last work of God. I want to return to God what belongs to Him. I want this work to be finished so we can all go home to heaven. There are 3 English words I have come to love while witnessing the miracles of God at Adventist missions: incredible, miraculous, and fantabulous. Adventist missions is all about God's plan and providence, and there's no room for human ideas. This is the final report of the 7 projects of our first stage of Adventist missions. As of today, the 26th of October, 2022, 1,633,045,674 Korean won has been donated. All of our prayers have been answered for the projects we were raising money for in Ethiopia, Nepal, India, Malawi, a country in MENA, which is the Middle East North Africa Union, Mongolia, and the Philippines. Our next 10 projects are as follows. In conclusion, I am praying for the funds for these 10 projects now. Thank you for listening.